Hello there. Hope you are doing well. So we have another parajumbled question or paraformation question or ordering of the sentences. And the direction for the question is what? That there are four sentences labeled with 1, 2, 3, and 4 given below. When we properly sequence them, that would yield a coherent paragraph that decide on the proper sequencing of the order of the sentences and that key in the sequence of the four numbers as your answer to type in the box given below. Right? Now, let's look at each sentence and try to identify the keyword of the sentence and how they means connect to one another. We need to find out the keyword which will uh, repeated in the other sentences or other strategies that will help us to connect one with the other. So let's look at the sentence one. Each section of the amalgam has distinct characteristic. Each section of the amalgam has distinct characteristic and a walk through some of them illustrates the richness of the form, right? Now this sentence um, stated about what? Section of the amalgam has unique characteristic and illustrates the richness of the form. Second sentence stated, one type of composition that is usually featured as an opening piece is the alaripu. Alaripu. Three, the dancer begins with isolated movements of her eyes and neck, moving outward to engage her arms, wrist, and shoulders. Four, the dancer's body acts here as a canvas that visualizes the rhythm of the music. So now we need to observe that which one sentence should be the introductory one. Now, if we look into that, sentence one stated each section of the amalgam has unique characteristic and a walk through some of them describe the richness of the form. Now, in that case, this introduces, or this can be called as an introduction to the idea that the amalgam, what is amalgam actually? A traditional, a traditional Bharatanatyam performance. Now somebody doesn't know, then so in that case means we don't need to worry about it. It's just a word, right? So, but if you look at the history, so it is a traditional Bharatanatyam performance consists of distinct sections that collectively showcase its richness, isn't it? Sentence two, one type of composition that is usually featured as an opening piece is the aliripu. Now, this could be called as a specifying one particular type of composition, one type of composition, the alaripu, which is nothing but you can say that uh, an example, right? Example of the Margam section, isn't it? Alaripu. Then why? How do you know that? Because it is stated no one type of composition. So one type of composition is alaripu. So and that feature as an opening piece is the alaripu. So what one type of composition refer to what? Margam. So which is nothing but a unique characteristic. So three, the dancer begins with isolated movement. So sentence three describes how the alaripu is performed. So it describes that isolated, the dancer begins with isolated movement of her eyes and neck, moving outward to engage her arms, wrist, and shoulder. Right. So that details the dancer's movement from initial isolated action to more expansive gesture, expansive gesture. Right. Now, sentence 4 stated the dancer's body acts here as a canvas. Right. So this could be called as a conclusion because after stating about the movement, so it is stated about the conclusion of the paragraph by summarizing the visual and rhythmic importance of the dancer's movement in the Alaripo. So, and stated that visualizes the rhythm of the music. So, therefore, we can consider that sentence 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, as it is, the order, right, should be the sequence of the parajumbled question. I hope you understood this. That's all. Thank you.